2 years ago, when people watched MrBeast explain the YouTube algorithm, it felt unreal. A young guy breaking down a system that most creators struggle with for years. At first glance, Jimmy Donaldson looked like a natural genius. Someone who just figured it out. But the real story is very different. Jimmy Donaldson was not born special. He was an ordinary teenager with average resources, but with one rare quality: extreme obsession with learning and improvement. This is the side of MrBeast's life most people never talk about. The lonely nights, the health struggles, the failures, and the discipline. And this is where his real journey begins. 2013, when nothing was working. While most teenagers were sleeping, Jimmy was awake at 2 a.m., staring at his laptop screen. He had been uploading videos for over a year. Result? Almost zero growth. Some videos barely crossed 10 to 20 views. In later interviews, Jimmy admitted that this phase was mentally painful. Every night, the same questions. Am I wasting my life? Maybe YouTube is not for me. Most people quit here. Jimmy didn't. Instead of escaping self-doubt, he decided to outwork it. Jimmy started doing something very rare. He studied his own failures honestly. He replayed his videos again and again, asking, where does it get boring? Where would / click away? What can be improved? He didn't blame luck. He didn't blame the algorithm. He fixed things one by one. Thumbnails, titles. Editing pace. Nothing changed overnight, but slowly, videos improved. After almost 18 months of consistency, his channel reached around 8,000 subscribers. That number looks small, but the skill he built was massive: the ability to improve himself without external validation. During his teenage years, Jimmy was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a chronic inflammatory condition. It caused severe stomach pain, extreme weakness, rapid weight loss. For a period, he had to stop school activities and sports like baseball. After weeks of treatment, medication finally started working. And during recovery, Jimmy realized something important. Even when he couldn't do much physically, the thing he missed the most was making videos. That's when it clicked. YouTube was no longer a hobby. It was his purpose. He promised himself, I'm going all in. After high school, Jimmy briefly joined college, but deep inside, he knew this wasn't his path. His mother gave him a clear choice. Take college seriously or move out and take responsibility for YouTube. Jimmy chose YouTube. At that time, his income was extremely low, just a few $100s per month. His lifestyle was minimal: a mattress, a computer support from friends. While others his age followed safe paths, Jimmy sat alone under constant pressure, asking himself, what if this never works? Eventually, Jimmy connected with a small group of creators online. They weren't famous, they weren't successful yet, but they shared one obsession: understanding YouTube deeply. They analyzed viral videos, watch time retention, click psychology. For the first time, Jimmy felt, I'm not alone in this fight. Jimmy treated YouTube like a full-time science. Every insight was tested immediately. Every failure became data. This mindset led to his early viral experiments. One of his most famous early videos was counting to 100,000, recorded over many hours. It went viral not because it was flashy, but because it proved something powerful. Jimmy was willing to do what others wouldn't. As the channel exploded, pressure increased. Every video had expectations. Every idea got copied. Instead of chasing competition, Jimmy changed his mindset. He adopted the craftsman mindset. His only focus: make each video better than the last, increase scale so copying becomes impossible. Jimmy often shares this principle. When you compete with others, pressure grows. When you compete with your past self, creativity grows. Fear disappears, ideas flow. 3 powerful lessons from MrBeast's journey. 1. Go all in. Extraordinary results require uncomfortable commitment. 2. Obsession beats motivation. Long-term success comes from daily improvement. 3. Outwork self-doubt. Confidence is built through action, not thinking. Jimmy Donaldson didn't escape doubt. He buried it under effort. And that's how an ordinary teenager became one of the most influential creators on Earth, MrBeast.